friends, it's Esther here on Keeping House. I want to talk to you today about 4 things that you probably don't clean that I think that you should. I think you should either because they keep the quality of that product working better, or they just make your house look a lot nicer and they just don't take that much time to do. You can spend hours on projects, or you can find little tricks that help you do them quickly. So the things I want to talk to you today is cleaning out door tracks. I use the same process for window tracks. And I do this quarterly so that it doesn't take very long to upkeep. The second thing is cleaning chandeliers. I clean all my light fixtures twice a year and the chandeliers once a year. At some point, I'll take the time to show you the full scope of my cleaning plan, but for right now, I'll tell you this little trick. I like to clean things as infrequently as I can so that they look as nice as they can with the least amount of work. I know that sounds a little confusing, but the first time I cleaned my chandelier, it took me 3 hours. Now it takes me about 10 minutes. I figured out how often I can do it, that it still looks nice and it still doesn't take much time. But if you wait too long, it can take forever. The third thing is cleaning out little areas in your door. Especially if you have white paint on your door, it just makes them look so much cleaner. It doesn't take almost any time. And the last thing is cleaning fans. Fans get so nasty from the dust going through your house, and it's good to get them cleaned once or twice a year. This is the first time I've cleaned my fan, so you'll see how nasty it can really get. The door track I do quarterly, so you'll see what it looks like when it's upkept on a regular basis. I hope you find this helpful. Have a blessed day. My door tracks and window tracks I clean quarterly, and this took me less than 5 minutes to do. I first vacuum out with my Dyson all the little gunky spots, then I wiped it out with a microfiber cloth, then I used my favorite trick, the dryer sheet. It gets out grime, it gets out grit, it gets out grease, it'll clean all the oils off. And then I wiped it down again with the microfiber cloth, did some spot vacuuming, and the whole thing was done. One key is that you just can't make everything perfect. Just make it look as good as you can and the project was worth it. I clean my chandelier once a year and it takes me about 10 minutes. A friend of mine gave me this great idea to use Windex. So what I do first is I move all the furniture out of the way, lay towels down, get my step stool out, and saturate all the pieces with Windex. You can wipe them down after, or you can just let them drip dry. I like to wipe them down because it gets little bits of grit out, but you do have to deal with your microfiber cloth snagging on the little metal pieces. I will also quickly dust the base, and then I find any little pieces that fell off while I was doing it, reattach them, and the project is all done. I throw the towels in the laundry and put the furniture back. This project I do quarterly, and it takes about 30 seconds with a dry microfiber cloth. I find that little projects like this make people notice how clean my house looks when they walk in the door. The fan cleaning project took a couple hours altogether, but the actual clean time was about 15 minutes. Actually, it was a little less than 15 minutes. I just took the fan apart, and all of the pieces show you which way to turn it to get them apart. I used a screwdriver with a flat head to take the base off of it, and then I took it all in the tub. This project I use fantastic. Like I've said in other videos, it's a harsh chemical. I don't use it when the baby's around, but it will get anything off. I sprayed down the pieces and the dirt just melted off. There was some stubborn grease on the fan blade that I used a microfiber cloth to clean off. I used a soft bristle dollar store scrub brush to get the gunk out. And then after all that, I rinsed it off. I rinsed the shower off as well so that it was clean. I wiped down the base and the cord and I let it dry for a few hours. Then I just reassembled it, which took about 1 to 2 minutes. The whole project looked like the fan was brand new and my clean time was less than 15 minutes. Holy cow, is it worth it to me to do this project twice a year to have a fan that looks like new?